Shalom, shalom, Israel, coming back at you with another lesson. Lord willing, this is edifying. First off, giving all praise, all honor, all glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachach Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elder bishops, a great millstone, and all the teachers out there pushing this word in truth with truth and sincerity, especially now, risk your lives to do so. May you be of the elect. Shalom to all the Akim and Akwath out there listening and learning. You Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanic, Native, and Seminole Indians, who are the true children of Israel, as well as you speckled bird, Israelite foreigners, the Israelites that look like, act like, and take on the customs of all these heathen nations. So to you, I say Shalom. This lesson is brought to you by the Spirit and the power of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh being the true name of our Father, the God of the Bible, the God of the Israelites. Bah Hashem meaning in the name, and Yahweh Shai being the only begotten Son of Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls by the name of JC. So this lesson is going to be based on a lot of these videos I've been watching. You know, a lot of people, damn near in panic mode with things that's happening. But these are the same people that were, trying to have a good time and, thinking that we're full of shit. Okay. All the while, prophecy's been popping, man. All right. Whole time, prophecy's been going forth. All right. The thing about it is, the men of the Lord, all right, and those that came back to the statutes, laws, and commandments, the obedience of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, we were made to understand these things. The rest of the people in the world were blinded, all right, and they also can't see afar off. These people want their life to be now, okay. They want the things of this world now. They want mirth now, all right. They don't want to get their life in order for the things that's to come. They want to live it up now. They got that YOLO spirit, okay, and which is really detrimental to their health, detrimental to their soul, to be more specific. Okay, but these are the same people again. All right, talking all that shit. This ain't gonna happen. You know, one group in particular, ain't no microchips. It's June, right? Microchips is out, man. They all over the place. A lot of people just getting it just to be getting it, just to be part of the wave, right? Part of the new tech. Want to be part of the tech world. New gadgets, right? Want to be the wave of the future, right? But that's here go the thing. This is all these things, like as far as the the digital program. This is all, it's all optional right now. But one day it's going to be mandatory. And when it becomes mandatory, that's when all hell is going to be broken loose, before that. But I mean, shit, it's already happening, you know. But you got a lot of people out there still to this day, and they probably going to do it to the end, scoffing, mocking. Things ain't going to happen the way that you guys say it is. Okay, well, yeah, you right, you got it. Keep that same energy though when the shit hit the fan. Keep that same drive you got right now. Keep that same energy. I implore you to. Okay? So let's get it with this lesson. Name of this lesson is Keep That Same Energy, Scoffing Inhabitants of the Earth. 2nd Ezra 9, I'm going to read 1 through 13. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And we starting to we seeing more and more chariots, on a regular basis. People filming, different occurrences all over the globe, man. All right, we have these signs. Earthquakes in diverse places, uproars of the people. You see World War III's on the rise. That's in the scriptures. Right? The second will pass, the third one cometh quickly. It doesn't speak of any more after that. Why? Because it's going to be the last war. The last war. Mark the words. The last war. There's not going to be any more wars after this. But you got a lot of people in this world, they want to hold on to this world. They want to hold on to these ways. All right? They mock and scoff. That's fine. That's cool. But we see the signs. All right? 2 Ezra 9:2 again. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. See? So the prophets that are prophesying today, they're probably most likely the first fruits, man. All right? That's why we call ourselves hopeful elect. We were there in the beginning. All right? We were told these things in the beginning, man. Even from the beginning. For like as all things, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. You see that? The end is manifest. This place is not going to keep going. Esau's kingdom is not going to keep going. The world that you once knew, the world that as is not going to be this forever. There's going to be a point in time where you look one way, you look another way, and you're not going to be able to tell what's what. Well, I know there was a store right there. I know the city is that way, or shit, or is it that way? Everything gonna look so fucked up, man. You're not gonna know what's what. Okay, a good prime example of that, if you watch the movie The Terminator, right? The opening scenes, all you see is desolation everywhere, crumpled, totally destroyed buildings everywhere. All right, just demolished concrete and rhubarb everywhere. And dirt and skulls, and that's all you're gonna be able to see, man. It's gonna be just totally fucked up, man. You're not gonna know what's what. But nonetheless, all right, again, this was all told from the beginning. All right, verse 6. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. And every one that shall be saved, because you got the wacky tacky Christians say they saved right now. I'm saved through the blood of JC. What are you saved from? I haven't seen any great destruction that the Lord spoke of yet. I haven't seen any of you wacky tacky Christians get beamed up in a chariot, which is the true definition of being saved, right? Salvation. You're not saved from anything. Y'all still eating pork. You still celebrating pagan practices. You're not holding the Sabbath. You so-called pastors and preachers, you still got a bald-ass face. Y'all still getting tattoos and all kinds of stuff you shouldn't be doing. You women are calling yourselves pastors and preachers, still trying to preach the gospel. What are you saved from? Okay? And everyone that shall be saved, this is verse 7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works. See that? You got to have works. Faith without works is dead. You got to have works. Okay? You can't just say, I believe in JC and I'm good. Bullshit. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Yeah, the elect have been sanctified from the beginning. The hopeful elect, which we are hopeful, were sealed from the beginning to be delivered, man, to have salvation. Verse 9, then shall they be in a pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torment. So all you mockers and scoffers talking shit, all right, especially you Negroes, Hispanic, Native, and Seminole Indians, who the scriptures were made for, right? It wasn't made for all these other nations, but, you know, it's obviously very perfect that all these other nations had to adopt it and take it upon themselves to make their own types of religions from it, okay? But all you that mocked and scoffed and talking all this shit, right, blaspheme and whatnot, this is for you. That's what verse 9, the verse 9 is for you. Then shall they be in a pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. Y'all gonna be left here when all hell break loose, scrambling for a place to stay, scrambling to find a roof over your head, scrambling to find warmth when it's cold outside, scrambling to find coolness when it's hot outside. Try not to make yourself be seen, because there's going to be murderers and rapists roaming about, seeking whom they may devour, literally and figuratively, because there's going to be, there's going to be cannibalism going on because there's going to be no food. Well, what's the next best thing they can do? Start attacking and eating one another. Not to mention all the plagues, right? Dead bodies everywhere, people getting sick from the dead bodies, right? Getting leprosies of sorts, okay? Starving to death, too weak to move, too weak to get out of a way of somebody coming at you with a ball peen hammer for your skull, okay? These are what you are going to be left in if you do not stop your evil, wicked ways and come back to the Lord. Be prepared for these things to happen. Verse 10, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, because you got a lot of Israelites, they know they're Israelites, right? What's that saying, count your blessings? A lot of people had a lot of blessings from the Lord, right? He give you, like the elder brother Murph would say, even a dog get a bone from time to time. All right, even a garbage can get some food from time to time. Okay, y'all had all these benefits. You had all this grace period to get right. All right, and have not known me. You see that? Didn't even bother to try. As long as things are good, you straight. But as soon as things go bad, you want to try to call on the Lord. You didn't make a report with the Lord all this time. He doesn't know you. That's like somebody you ain't heard from in years. Now he calling you up and asking you to borrow $100. You're not going to give it to him because you don't know him. You don't have a report with that person. And that's how you wacky tacky Christians and you Catholics think that's how this works. It's not how it works. All right? You gotta let yourself be known, and then you have to let yourself be known unto Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Not no fucking plain old title of God, and definitely not no bitch ass nigga named JC. Okay, you gotta have those names. Ain't no other names under heaven from which you can be saved from. Okay. Verse 10, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law, totally despised the law, right? Just totally irritated. Denounce it, all right? Denounce the law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it. Mocking and scoffing, right? Talking shit, right? The same must know it after death by pain. All right? That's what you got to look forward to. Death by pain. Ain't going to be no quick, somebody take a blicky to your dome and, night night. No, he said death by pain. Because you despise the Lord. You despise the government. You despise the men of the Lord telling you what you need to do to get right with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You mocked, you scoffed. You got these false Israelite camps telling lies, sending out their own doctrine, their own information, sending people off. Okay? You got to have death by pain. Verse 13, and therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is, and for whom the world is created. Who? The elect. Okay? What's that movie? I think it was called The Knowing, right? When the two children at the end got saved, right, by the angels, right? And where did they go? They went to like this heavenly looking place, right? Who that world was created for. It was created for those that were saved. The ones that had the salvation. Okay? Just like the world to come. All right? That's for the elect. Okay? So we're not worried about you 2/3 not understanding this. We're not worried about you 2/3 not getting it. We're not worried about you 2/3 mocking and scoffing. All right? When we make these electronic epistles and we go out on the highways and hedges, this is only for the elect's purposes, the elect's sake. All right? To wake up the hopeful elect. That's it. We already understand and we already know that you 2/3 are not going to do it. Because you despise government. You despise Yahweh Shem Yahushai and the way he had things set up for us to live. You despise serving the Lord. You despise the names. Death by pain. Okay? This is Matthew 18. I'm going to read 7 through 10. Woe unto the world because of offenses. For it must needs be that offenses come. But woe to that man by whom the offenses come. We know y'all going to mock and talk shit. We know that. But this is going to be destruction to you. Because once again, the prophets are who? The mouthpiece of the Lord. We are the spokesman of the Lord. And so when you talking shit to us, you talking shit to the Lord. All right? One of my favorite scriptures, 1 Thessalonians 4 and 8. I have many favorites, but, that's one of them. 1 Thessalonians 4 and 8, it says, he therefore that despises not God, but man. He therefore that despises not man, but God, who also gave to us his Holy Spirit. Roughly paraphrasing. You don't despise us, you despise the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We're just the spokesman. We just work here, right? We just doing our job. You got a problem with the manager. You don't got a problem with me. I'm just the cashier. All right? You got a problem with the management. All right? Again, Matthew 18 and 7, woe unto the world because of offenses. For it must needs be that offenses come. But woe, destruction to that man by whom the offenses cometh. Wherefore, if thy hand or thy foot offend thee, cut them off and cast them from thee. You got somebody, you trying to come back to the Lord, and you got people that's trying to talk shit, and oh man, you a lame, blah 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 blah. Cut the motherfuckers off, man. Cut them off. Because if you hold on to them, what is that saying about you? That means you're okay with what they said. You're okay with how they rolling, how they moving. You're excusing them of the things that they're saying. Okay? Wherefore, if thy hand or thy foot offend thee, cut them off and cast them from thee. It is better for thee to enter into life, halted or maimed, rather than having 2 hands or 2 feet to be cast into everlasting fire. Basically saying, it's better for you to cut them off, right, than for you to hold on to them and now you partaking in the plagues that's coming. Because you basically okayed them. You accepted them for the shit that they talking. We are supposed to part from these people. Depart. This is not your rest. This place is not our rest, man. We supposed to be like pilgrims, just passing through. Right? Use the world. Don't abuse the world. Be around these 2/3. Do what you gotta do. But when you done doing what you need to do, you get your ass home. Stay inbound. Or you dwell amongst the brethren. At least that's how I roll. I go to work, I do my job, and I come right the fuck home. Daddy, can we eat here? Hell no. These 2/3 out here, I ain't fucking being around them. If I'm not around, if I can't be around the brothers, because I live, where I live at, and they live where they live at, I'm just gonna go home and chill at home. I'm not fucking hanging out no 2/3. Bullshit. Be at the right place at the wrong time. All right. So it's better to cut them off, man. All right. Verse 9. And if thine eye offend thee, pluck it out and cast it from thee. It is better for thee to enter into life with one eye rather than having two eyes to be cast into hell fire. Okay? It's basically reiterating the first part of that sentence. Verse 10, it says, take heed that ye despise not one of these little ones, right? The men of the Lord, the prophets. Don't despise them. Don't be hating on them, right? For I say unto you that in heaven their angels do always behold the face of my Father which is in heaven. Meaning what? The angels are all around us. They're encamped all around us. Right? So when you talking shit, guess what? Guess what that angel doing? He going back and say, hey, y'all watch me on shy. Yeah, that nigga right there was talking shit to one of yours. To one of your little ones. Yep. Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead. Mark him. All right. Own it. Next. Okay? So y'all think y'all getting away with your mocking and scoffing and talking shit? No, you're not. You're dead men walking. That's why we call you zombies. Because you don't even know it. You are dead men walking. Acts 3:23. And it shall come to pass that every soul which will not hear that prophet shall be destroyed from among the people. You Negroes, Hispanic, Native and Seminole Indians, you don't want to hear? Okay. You got something coming to you. And you're not going to like it. Okay. Proverb 13:13, roughly paraphrasing, says, he that, let me get it. I did enough paraphrase. I don't need to do that. This is Proverb 13. Because you really only got two options, man. You either come back to the Lord or you don't. Proverb 13:13. Whoso despises the word shall be destroyed. And who's sending out the word? The prophets. Right? The electronic epistles, like right now. Or when you see us on the highways and the hedges. In the gaps. In the byways. Okay? Whoso despises the word shall be destroyed. Or, right? Or, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. If you fear Yahweh Shemel Shai, that's wisdom. Okay? That means you're going to part with that old man. Okay? You're going to be a new creature for Yahweh Shemel Shai, and you're going to do what is expected of you to do for Yahweh Shemel Shai. Right? So you only got two options. Do right or do wrong. Get right or get left. Okay? That's it. And that's pretty much the point. I thought I had another precept, but spirit roll how it roll. All right? So yeah, y'all keep that same energy, man. And y'all see what's going on. You see what's happening in the world. You just don't want to believe it. You want to be an ostrich with your fucking head in the sand. Well, guess what? That sand is going to be fucking turned to glass. And you're going to just be a Popeye's chicken in the fucking glass hand. This place is going to be utterly destroyed with nuclear fire. You think all these people just talking about nuclear warfare for no reason? You think these fucking elites and people that got money, you think they just buying underground bunkers just because? No, they know what's coming. Why don't you? Why don't you pay attention to the world? Why you just always up Kim Kardashian's ass and the rest of the Kardashians and oh the basketball game and oh the football game and oh the world, the world, the world. Fuck this place, man. All right? Pay attention to what's going on in the world and see these signs. Ask questions with the men of the Lord and see what's going on. If you so desire to inquire what's going on. If not, hey, then live how you live, man. You Jakes, we'll see you on the other side. But y'all gonna be everlasting shame and contempt. You gonna be walking around with your fucking head low. And if my wife don't get right, yep, I already see it. I damn near prophesied it to her from the very beginning. Everything she was telling me. Yeah. For everything you be telling me, you ain't have no faith. But you hypocritically, if that's even a word, had on your wall that we walk by faith, not by sight. But there is none of that at all. And she still mocks and scoffs and talks shit along with everyone else. Good. Y'all keep that same energy. And when the shit come to fan, or when the shit comes, all right, don't say we didn't tell you. Ezekiel 33:33. We told you, man. You're going to know that a prophet was among you. Lord Willis was edifying, giving all praise, all honor, all glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah, Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone and all the teachers out there pushing this word in truth, with truth and sincerity, especially now risking your lives to do so. May you be of the elect. Stay prayed up, repent, and above all. Kwame Yasharallah, Shalom.